Would you look at that? You know, you think I'd stop after the second time, but I'm being consistent here. First time ever. Let me go ahead and get the, that pinned message in the chat real quick. Let me check the audio too. Pinned message in the chat real quick. Okay, okay. I think it's a little too loud, so I'm gonna decrease the music volume by a little bit. And I can't access the chat. It won't let me. So I'm gonna decrease the music volume by a little. Sorry, I just heard myself again. That's cool. Can I go into the chat now, please? Please, I just wanna pop out the chat real quick. Thank you. Okay. We're gonna put that in there. And then we're gonna pin it. There we go. Cool, cool. Alright, so that's in the chat. We're gonna start doing stuff. I saw someone watched and someone clicked off. That's really sad. Really sad. I'm setting up the stream, okay? Just give me a second. Ay. I don't know why it automatically changes the chat thing. Can I please put it on this side? Thank you. Alright, there we go. Stream ready. That's why is only playing Halo 4 stuff. Stop playing Halo 4 stuff. Cool, that works. So we are remaking Halo Combat Evolved. It's part of an ongoing series. So I'm setting up my microphone and stuff. Because why is this track quieter? Is that fine? Audio levels look fine. We're remaking Halo Combat Evolved inside Fortnite. Right now we're working on the Silent Cartographer, as I've been working on it. If you want to check out the other remade levels, they are in the description, as well as you can vote for Flawless Cowboy Cover of Night, the remake of Truth and Reconciliation, at the UEFN Community Awards .com. That is, and also the pinned chat. So you can go there, vote for Flawless Cowboy. I'm also in the Best New Creator section, but voting for Flawless Cowboy is kind of the priority right now. And right now we are working on the Forerunner interior. That is the goal for today. Kind of working a bit more on this and getting it together. And I keep checking Spotify to make sure a Halo 4 soundtrack is not playing because they are copyrighted. I wish they could play, man. I like Halo 4. I like the soundtrack for it. But alas, can't do it. Yeah, I don't get how people can stream for like every single day though. I just cannot do that. I also cannot stream like the entire process of doing all this. I can stream like a good chunk of it, but eventually, you know, I'm gonna have to be kind of forced to stop because you know, as a story map, you can't always show everything. You know, you have story elements, environments, different things. Not just story, but mainly like story things that you need to keep secret. It's just unfortunate because that means I can't always stream this stuff. I also don't need to have this extend that far. But I can stream most of it, which is fine. Why does this have to be difficult, man? Why? Like right there, you can see it kind of clip into the wall. Okay, what if I like move it forward? I think that's fine. Right? Oh yeah, that's fine. Okay, we can do that. Okay. So yeah, objective is kind of just doing some more of these interiors. I think after I get this hallway done, and maybe the first room that's right here, I need to remember, I'm trying to remind myself, I need to do this section of the wall here, this section, to kind of create that bit of the shell, and then I need to do the cave, that one cave that's out there. It's like, you know, the cave that's like next to the entrance of this area. I don't know what it's called. It's at the building. There's a cave, and I always forget it's there. And for this project, I need to remember it's there. Okay. It's the wrong way. It's also the wrong way. There we go. I don't like this truck. I like Halo Wars though. Probably grab that. It's kind of frustrating though when you're like, when you're trying to remake it 1-to-1 and you have some of these very close together environments. Because like, for example, if I go all the way up here, to this area, right here. So we have this whole outside building, but obviously in video games, the building, it doesn't work the same as real life, where it's like all the structure here, and basically it just works different. So you have an interior that's completely detached from the exterior, and you just kind of have to hope it matches somewhat. So, you know, you have this huge shell, and then here's the interior, right? And so, like, obviously this room up here, and then this is like, if I full screen it, this is the whole like area inside of the shell, and you kind of have to work within those constraints of the shell to make it work. So when you're, you know, doing it 1-to-1, you have like this terrain that ends here, and then you have to make it immediately like go down, because, well, then you have the playable space right here. And it's just, you know, trying to fit these environments and kind of cram them into like these small exteriors and make them work. You have a little bit of room here, with like the wall pushed back from the landscape to make room. May not have the landscape come through here. It's a balancing act to try to make it all work, and it just happens to do. It just does. But you know, when we're doing it so accurate, you have to kind of keep those proportions and those like sizes. Hello. Third stream in a row. I never do this. But yeah, so it's frustrating having to make these 1-to-1, because then there's no room for discussion when you're, you know, making these hallways and stuff, because they have to be scaled correctly, because everything else is scaled correctly. Because if, like, let's say I make this hallway just like slightly longer, then it doesn't match up anymore. Then like you messed everything else up, because it's all like scaled perfectly. Oh, that's annoying. Oh no, wait. Speaking of, there's an issue right here. This wall goes through. Now I can probably make the wall thicker here, but that means I have to make the stairs a little bit wider, maybe. I don't know. But again, there's the issue. You have like a little clipping, and that's bad. Not a good time. Not a good time. Okay. I need to put another one here. I'm just gonna take this, kind of mirror it. I'm trying different titles. I saw on Twitter, Immature Gamer like quote retweeted some guy talking about how he was like making a Roblox game, and then he streamed it when he was making it. He streamed the development process, and his game blew up. I was like, wow. You know, maybe it is worth streaming developing. Maybe people actually want to watch that. Because I personally find it, you know, hair-pullingly boring, right? Because it's just doing the same stuff over and over. You know, development takes so long. When you're not like a dev, especially as a kid, I didn't know how game development worked. I just, you know, I generally knew how the games functioned when they were completed. But I would never have imagined that it would take so long just to like make the most, you know, minuscule details or environments. It's like, what do you mean that like this small hallway right here took me 30 minutes, or this one did, or like, you know, a small cave is gonna take me like an hour to create. You'd think like, oh, you just like create the cave. It's pretty simple. It's like, no, it's a big process behind everything, and it's I personally find it boring, but apparently it is something people find interesting. Yeah, I guess it is just because, you know, either, I mean, it could be like you are a developer or you're not, like both audiences can enjoy that. A developer can see someone else making something and kind of get ideas from that, or find it, you know, it's very interesting, or think it's cool seeing someone else's process, and then someone that isn't a developer themselves can see the same process and, you know, kind of have like a better understanding of how making this stuff works, or not understand it at all and just kind of be amazed that, you know, all these games and maps are being held together by, you know, duct tape and a prayer. That's kind of it. There we go. It's I guess what's the word for it? I'm blanking on it. It helps me be productive a bit, at least when I'm making these environments. Again, I can't do like later on when I'm doing story stuff, but for these basic parts of the game, like the very bare bones stuff, like environment, it helps me stay active and stay working on it instead of procrastinating a lot more, which is good, because I need to get this done. I have like a job in UEFN outside of this, so whenever it's the weekend and I have time, I need to make sure I'm still working on this project. So if I have a stream going on for a couple hours each time, you know, I don't have to like extend the amount of time I work on it or change anything about how I work on it. I can just talk while I'm doing it, and then people would watch it. Speaking of, I need to promote the stream. That's what I was gonna do. That was what's gonna be different this time. Give me 1 second. I am streaming Flawless Cowboy. No. I'm streaming. No, yeah, I'll say Flawless Cowboy. UEFN. Development. Nope. I'm trying to think of like the best phrasing for Twitter. I am streaming my UEFN development on YouTube right now. Drop by and say hello if you'd like. And it's like a smile face. Yeah. No, not that one. That one's not. It's not the smile I'm going for. I'm weird about that. About emojis and stuff. I used to hate emojis. Just be one of those cringy Reddit type people. And like just hated emojis. No, I already messed it up. I'm deleting the tweet. I forgot to add in the hashtags. No. I'm sorry. Now you're staring at nothing right now. Staring at a wall. Here's the actual wall. Look at that. I'll put hashtag UEFN, hashtag Fortnite Creative, hashtag Halo Remake. Change I am to I'm. There we go. Tweet is back. Tweet is back. Now we have a tweet up, and I'm gonna share this with some people. And we're gonna share this with people on Discord. That there, gonna put that there, and then over here, and then we are going to that's probably about it, really. See, I already got a like on the tweet. I just sent him to him on Discord. You just happened to see the tweet. Look at that. I don't like this soundtrack, bro. It's 6 minutes of just scary music. But it's not flood scary music. Alright, so we need to put the wall here now. Cause I think yeah. Put the wall and then I'll try to get the corner piece put in there. I think I'll use this wall right here. Yeah, woo! I guess it's the same on both sides. Okay. I miss Halo Infinite. Like when it came out. It seemed like such like a nice like fresh start for Halo, and then layoffs and no content. Yeah, it was so unfortunate. Cause I liked it. Oh, it just uses the same wall throughout. Okay, we can have variety, that's fine. Yeah, but I liked Halo Infinite, and then it didn't pop off, and that was really sad. And no content, no nothing. Campaign was lackluster. I mean, I enjoyed it, but even then, like, it was more just like I enjoyed it in the moment because I haven't replayed it since. And when I play Halo, it's mainly for the campaign. I mean, I love the multiplayer just as much, right? But when I'm playing it, especially by myself, I'm kind of there for the campaign. Like, I'm more than not really. Like, more often than not, I'll be replaying the campaign instead of just playing some multiplayer, or like going through some level of the campaign that I enjoy. So even though multiplayer is more replayable, I don't know, I just always found the campaign to be fun, and I haven't found myself doing that with Halo Infinite. And you would think, because Halo Infinite's an open world game, or semi-open world, you know, you got the portion of Zeta Halo you can explore, you would think it's a lot more replayable, but it really wasn't. And I think it was because of multiple factors, but the main one was that, for me at least, they didn't really stick to like structured missions, and I think that's just kind of what ruined it, because for at least on launch, I know they added it since, but I couldn't drop into a mission that I enjoyed, and it was fun. I played through it like 2 or 3 times, but you know, I just did not find it replayable in the same way I found the other games replayable. And I mean like all the other games. I've replayed Halo 5 and I didn't care for the story in that one, because the gameplay was fun. But I don't know, it was unfortunate. And Halo Infinite was great. Open world where you can fight the Covenant. Great season. Same fresh, yeah. I think in concept it was. I wish the open world was either expanded upon more. But I understand why it wasn't. Top tier behind the scenes game leaks. Bro, look at this. Look at this. Hold on. Look at the crazy top tier leak. Hold on. Now I gotta think of something. Look. You are on a beach in this level. See? Talk about that for a leak. Oh, whoa, don't screenshot that one, man. Don't screenshot that. Terrible. No. Don't leak the beach. That sounds weird. Don't leak the beach in my level. It's blasphemy. I can't believe you do that. It was supposed to be a surprise that you fight on the silent cartographer. Fortnite players don't play Halo. They wouldn't know that. Probably just do that. And make a clip through the wall. The beach party up. My girlfriend jokingly suggested to call it like the beach episode, but I was thinking about it. If it wasn't like so long, I would have called it a day at the beach. Because there's a Halo 2 cinematic called that. In the chapter title. You're driving to the beach right now? Are you Master Jones? No. You're not. Don't even try, bro. Trying to ore farm? Nuh-uh. Hunk couldn't even be the knockout Master Chief. Sorry, man. That's just the truth. I gotta be making sure that the Halo 4 soundtrack doesn't play. Like, I'm not paying attention to the music playing right now. There could be something that just pops up and then boom, straight I'm taken down. No Halo 4. So that's Ambient Wonder from Combat Evolved. Next one's gonna be Halo 5, calling it now. Halo 5 track. No. Don't ever let me gamble. Good enough. This one sucks. That too. Reverie, there we go. Halo Legends? I'm using a different playlist this time. I don't think Halo Legends is on there. I just, I found one because I was working in the Forerunner areas. I was like, oh, what if I put on like a Forerunner themed playlist that I found on Spotify? And then boom, just one called Halo Forerunner Suite. It's like, sure, man. If you say so. No Legends, no Legends. Not doing Cortana and Chief Beach scene. I mean, have you played Halo 4 though? They did a different kind of fan service. They needed to put shoes on that Cortana, man. Some real freaks were enjoying that. It's weird. They remedied that Halo 5 to give her, like, very clearly, like, I don't remember if it's like UNSC clothes or what. Because I know the weapon, she had, like a UNSC themed outfit, or my bad, her name's Joyous. Joyous had a UNSC themed weapon. Is it 0.975? 0.977. 0.978. There we go. Perfect. But it's off by... Are you kidding me? It's off by 7. Okay, now we gotta bring around by 1. Up. I give up. It's gonna have that small little thing there. I'm too particular about this stuff. Or maybe I should... Is there room for that? Guess there is. Because that shows up a lot. I should probably... Is there more? Oh no. Wait. Oh, I can fix that. Okay. I just realized this like terrain is clipping like directly into the wall. But it's just this. I just take it out of the wall and it'll be fixed. Just a little bit. What are you 670 for? Did I say it? Did I say that? Did I make the mistake of saying 6.7? I didn't realize it. Okay, that's fine. 117, so true. Yeah, there's a character. I can say this because I made like a very obscure like voice line thing for it that no one saw. on Twitter, and it's in games, in boarding actions, like a little audio recording. It's for Guilty Spark. And he's voiced by me. I think I'll re-record it. I haven't gotten like the impression down or anything. But his name's 117 Surrogate Hubris. And I thought that was fun, because like obviously the monitors have like a designated number, so... Oh, what if the number... Kind of like how I did, I made Echo 419, Alpha 343. You could make 343 Guilty Spark. You know, have the 117 name. So 117 Surrogate Hubris. Surrogate meaning in place of. Hubris being, you know, kind of like, in this context, like full of yourself, or, you know, kind of self-centered, or I don't know what another way to say it, but basically the name together would, because it's voiced by me and it's replacement for 343 Guilty Spark, it basically just means like, the number has no meaning for it, but it's just like the replacement for the character Guilty Spark in the series. Voiced by me, as I probably couldn't get someone else to do the Guilty Spark voice, it's too out there. I'm sure there's someone else that could do it, but I mean like someone that's willing to do it. I'd play the audio clip, but I don't think it's good, and I'll definitely re-record it. Whenever I get him in the story, like when he's actually involved. Did it just play the same track twice? It did. What? Why is the same songs on this playlist twice? Yeah. They're the best the best Halo studio. You're right. They're called Halo Studio now. Beat that, Bungie. Your island, who this? My name is Apollo. First name, Apollo. Second name, Chapter 2. Some ball knowledge right there. New island, who this? I miss the achievement system in Fortnite. It served no purpose, and I know why they removed it, but, you know, it was fun. Fun stuff. Sometimes the song is best played twice. You don't even want to know how much I've listened to Reverie and the Halo Infinite soundtrack. That was one of the two parts of the soundtrack that were released before the game came out. It was that and Through the Trees, which is their rendition of no way am I forgetting it. Walk in the Woods? I think that's what it's called. A Walk in the Woods, yeah. And it's gonna call other stuff in the other games, but Infinite's rendition of that, which is called Through the Trees, and they released it alongside Reverie. And I just had that playing on Spotify all the time. Because it's like, well, it's new in the soundtrack. But now I cannot stand listening to Through the Trees. It's gonna take like another few years for me to be able to listen to it normally. Maybe when Halo Next comes out. The next Halo game. The next entry in the series, then I can listen to Through the Trees, and only then. It's not bad. I like it. It's just repetition. Can only listen to the same song so many times, especially when it's a remake of an old song. Or reimagining. This could be a commentary based on how many remakes we get in the modern day, but I don't think that far ahead. Play Sarkers level UEFN. Unlockable skulls will do more crazy gameplay. Oh, you mean like campaign evolved? Also reads, that dude in the chat, Night Shadows, he tried making me play the... Okay, thank you, soundtrack, cool. He tried making me play the Tycoon. The performance was terrible. It seems very high quality, not Halo 4. There. Or Halo Wars 2, I don't know that soundtrack. Or Halo 4. There. I found... It's a little bit low. I found it to be like high quality, but I didn't really care. Because I'm not into Star Wars like at all. Just not my thing. It's also nothing like Halo. It's nothing like Halo. At all. The only thing it shares is that sci-fi. I'll stand by that. You know, I can probably just do this instead. I don't need the wall back here. I can just put this up here, right? The soundtrack's too much. Okay, what do you say? Yeah. See, that's good though. That means your attention's being captured by Fortnite. The system's working. This is the what's required to get flawless Cowboy, you know, on the map. Versus the Droid Tycoon. Next is people finding flawless Cowboy and being like, whoa, I thought you could only play garbage and slightly high quality versions of garbage. But you have Halo? The popular video game? Once popular video game? Wow, so cool. I'm not doing a Halo Tycoon. I'm not even gonna entertain that. I know Night Shadows would be really disheartened to hear that. It's like, no, but think, the flawless Cowboy Tycoon. Halo 2 Tycoon. You know, I keep having people ask me about Halo 2. I had someone in chat yesterday, like, not you, Levy, BK9594, the other, there's another guy in the chat, when I first started streaming yesterday, and he was like, oh, are you gonna do Halo 2 when you're done with this? And I didn't give him the same rundown. It's like, no, I'm sorry. That's not happening. There will be no Halo 2. When we reach that final cutscene, when we reach that part where Cortana's like, Halo, it's finished. He's not gonna say, no, we're just getting started. He's gonna say, it's finished. He's gonna say, yeah, it's done. Hooray. I guess I'll call it the loop. The loop, it's finished. See, it's not as cool though, because like Halo campaigns forever. See all Halo maps, bro. Suicide? What are you talking about? Steal Halo. We can steal each other's ring world. Join the Forerunner Ecumene. Become a brain rot. See, I don't even know what the word Ecumene means, bro. What the books say. I have the idea as like a society, I guess. After Flawless Cowboy. Steal a loop. I was thinking like, cause in the end of Combat Evolved, right? She says, Halo, it's finished. Riz, can you just stop? It's over for you. This is, it's like that's straight to death row for you. We're not doing that. At the end of Combat Evolved, she's like, Halo, it's finished. And it's like a meta thing, right? It's not just like, oh, Halo, the ring, it's done. It's like the game's finished. Halo, the game that you're playing called Halo. Sick ideas if you're a sick individual, yeah. So like maybe I could have the final level. I was gonna call it full circle, right? Because obviously it's a full circle moment because you'll be back on the Pillar of Autumn. And that's also a chapter title in Halo 3. But maybe I just call it the loop, right? Kind of like how Halo has the mission called Halo. Just have it called the loop, and then when Cortana at the end, instead of saying Halo, obviously she'll say the loop. So it's like, the loop, it's finished. It's like, oh yeah, the level. The level's called the loop, yeah. Like the pointing at the screen moment. It's like, oh, she said the thing. She said the thing. What level should be called Flawless Cowboy? Yeah, Flawless Cowboy, Flawless Cowboy. Flawless Cowboy. The flaw. Flawed Cowboy. I was gonna do that. I was gonna make an April Fool's like map, but I just didn't have the time. It would have been Flawed Cowboy. It would have just been like boarding action. And as a kid, when I was like 4 playing Combat Evolve, what me and my sibling would do, we would go in and we'd kill Captain Keys, and then we would hide in like the little ladder area at the front of the bridge, and we would hide down there. We wouldn't do the Bloody Meg Easter egg, but we would just hide back there on easy mode against the invincible Marines and see how long we could last against them. So Flawed Cowboy would be that. It'd have like, over time, the more damage you do, you can upgrade your weapons. They don't die, or maybe they do die and it's just infinite waves. It'd be like a really stupid gameplay loop, but I never did that. You want to see the 7? Yeah. Well, I mean, it involves the 7, but in this, I kind of just Frankenstein the 7 and the Imagined Order together, so it's both. In this situation, I guess I don't have any like real crazy explanation for it, but it's just like they put aside their differences. They're like, well, last reality, big threat. Let's just, you know, kind of stop being at each other's throats and work together and, you know, kind of get rid of them. And afterwards we can, you know, fight over whatever. Custom weapons and skins, yeah. I want to ask that person that made the FNAF map where you can like change your character, because I think like it showed someone playing as the Mimic. Or I don't know if that was like a model seeing the map or if someone's playing as it, but I saw a screenshot of that. And, you know, the Mimic is so tiny to where, you know, obviously an actual Fortnite skin wouldn't fit into the model. So they have some way of hiding your character and using the animations on a custom model. So maybe, just maybe, if there is a way, maybe I could get it to where you play with like the Master Jones armor, right? So you see like your arms in first person as Master Jones, and then like there's no helmet. So then it's like Master Jones armor, but your head is still there. And then you can have like the head. This is not a good track. Ugh, I'm losing my voice. And then you could have like the head of your normal Fortnite skin, just wearing Spartan armor. I think that'd be cool. Because even if you like you emote or anything, you know, it doesn't mess it up. And the first person would still work because there's no helmet blocking the way. But you know, with when you're just playing normally, you'd see the Chief hands and you'd feel like Master Chief or Master Jones, whatever, man. You can hide your character using verse. Probably have to hire someone to do that, and I don't have that money. I know some people that know verse though. I could just beg them, please, I need you to do something for me. I won't even say it's for exposure. You're getting nothing out of it. I just, you know, for fun. It's cool. That's how all of this works. No one gets paid for helping out with this project. Not because like I want to keep the money, but I don't get paid much from it anyway, and it's mainly just like it's volunteer stuff. You want to work on it? You're not work on it, but like you want to have like voice lines, or do you want to make a model for it? And like you can do that. I was gonna, there's someone making a really cool model for me right now, and I was just gonna offer it for free. Not for free. I'm sorry. I'm not thinking. I was gonna ask them what their rate was, and then you maybe like save up money over time. Then I could pay them to make that model because it's a very important thing. And they're like, no, we're doing it for free. Like if it makes a crazy amount of money in the future and like blows up, then probably should get compensation. Is the music too loud, by the way? Like, is it overpowering my voice, or is it like too loud? I can decrease it. But they're like, oh no, I can just make the model for free. I'm like, sick. The game will never blow up, so. If I don't send links in case YouTube doesn't like. You have the music? Okay. I'll listen to it beforehand, but each song they have the different audio levels, and I don't know how loud my my microphone is compared to it. See, it's like another music or something. It's so crazy. 1.96. Nope. 1.955. 1.954. 1.9. Nope, that's point. Two. There we go. Nope, not lined up perfectly. Whatever, man. Whatever. No one's paying attention to that. I'm just torturing myself for no reason. I don't understand this room either. You have like this. I looked at it in VR. You have like this huge like thing, right? And it connects to nothing. This obviously doesn't go anywhere. And then this goes into this room, feeds into this thing, and then there's like a little purple circle thing here that like spins around, and that's it. It spins around, it's a little purple spinny thing. I don't know what it's for. I don't know what it's doing. It's like a generator. Is it supplying stuff to like down here and then down here? I don't know. It's weird. Oh, I lost myself. I'm lost. There we go. Lost on my own map. Please not be Halo 4. What's it gonna be? Combat Evolved! Anniversary. I think I'm just gonna grab this, increase it. Kaboom kablow, let's go. Increase it that way. We can just raise it up continuously. Deselect that, grab this one. Or I can do both because then it matches. Go up here. Again, proportions have to be perfect, because otherwise it clips through stuff. Then we're gonna grab this one and place a little up here, and then I'm probably gonna work on that shell outside before I continue with this room, because now I got like kind of these walls down. Bloop. By the way, I probably should have mentioned this. If you have anything you want me to talk about, like give commentary on, to let me know. Like as an example, the Combat Evolved remake. I think I've already said my thoughts on it, but you know, sometimes I run out of things to talk about. I don't know if you just want to listen to me ramble about what I'm actively doing in this. What does this look like? Fine enough. What's the worst Halo? Halo 3 Combat Evolved. Worst Halo's a bigger question, so I'll do that second. Halo 3 Remake, I'm really hyped for. If they nail Campaign Evolved, and by nail I mean like, if it's a good game, I don't care if they reuse assets from Infinite, because they're remaking the other games, right? And that's creating like a general style that's going to be consistent across all of these, so I understand like exactly why they're doing that. So then when I think about like you know, Halo 3 remake, kind of the same vein, I'm really hyped, because I love Halo 3. I think it looks great, like it still holds up, but I wanna see it in like the modern day. I want to see the cutscenes mainly in the modern day. I want to look at, you know, Sierra 117, that whole jungle of like modern day graphics technologies. Yes, when I play a game session on PC, it does try to get the mouse out. It doesn't stick to the window. I don't know why. That was a bug added with the latest update. I'm excited for the Halo 3 remake though. It's gonna take a long time, but I wanted Halo 3 anniversary back in 2017, and it's probably gonna be like 2029 when Halo 3 remake comes out. So, yeah, at least I got my Halo remake or remaster sooner or later. Worst Halo game is Halo 5. I know that's like a very basic opinion, but also I think there's a bit more nuance to it. I think Halo 5 has a lot of good things going for it. I think as someone that plays a lot of the campaign, it's the worst one. Because Halo Infinite, its story is compelling enough, right? Where it lacks content in some places, it has a good story to tell. It just, you know, didn't have enough going on with it. Halo 5 can't say the same, and it can't use the excuse of layoffs and, you know, COVID and all that. And so when I look at Halo 5, it's like the gameplay is really fun, right? I enjoy Halo 5's gameplay a lot. I think it's a really fun game. It doesn't feel like Halo, but it is like a really fun game. And it's nice to hop on occasionally. Like I've subscribed to Game Pass on PC, like Game Pass Ultimate, just to play Halo 5 through cloud, because I don't have a PC port. Like I enjoy it. It's just, it's definitely not. It doesn't hold a candle to any of the other games. I think Halo 4 is fun. Halo Reach. I can't think of the other Devices games. Like I love Infinite as well. Max rank in Infinite now. I played it too much. But Halo 5 just had the weakest story and the weakest menu and stuff. Like it's just the weakest of all of them. But I think the only thing that really brings it down is just the. That's what I was gonna do. It's just the campaign. Oh, just in general. Yeah, I feel better about Halo's campaign, Halo 5's. You know, after watching the TV show. But even then, I was watching the TV show as it was happening, as each episode was coming out. I think most people can say the same. A lot of people, that's Halo 4, that's a Halo 4 soundtrack. A lot of people are right when they talk about, I'm just gonna change the playlist, man. Let's change it back to the other one. Moon over Mombasa, sure. A lot of people, they'll, you know, say it's bad, which, you know, is true. But then they have never watched the show. And to those people, I think their opinion, it serves no purpose. Turning that down just a little bit. It serves no purpose, because, like, you're not giving any real opinion. You're just saying that you don't like the show because, well, that's what everyone else says. Watch it, and then tell me it sucks. Because there are some good qualities of it. I think the armor is really cool. Not Master Chief's. It's too poop green. It's like goose poop looking. And it's like his mask kind of like juts out. The whole like silver team idea was stupid as well. But like a lot of their armor for like the rest of the squad mates and the team looks really cool. Some of the fight scenes are really sick. That one time where Cortana, like, for whatever reason, takes over, you know, Master Chief's body. It's stupid. But, you know, I would rather have had an entire show with just that. I'd be happy with it. If it was just like some, like, stupid, non-canon, unserious show. Kind of like that one episode of Halo Legends where it's like the fake Master Chief is like the 1337 guy. I haven't watched that in years. Do I need to watch that again? But like something stupid like that, if it didn't take itself seriously and was like Cortana's is piloting a dead Master Chief, sure. Like I wouldn't like it over like a combat evolved movie, but you know, I would have taken that, but it's whatever, man. It's whatever. But yeah, the worst Halo story ever is the TV show. Like a look at the like Halo 5's campaign is like, perhaps I treated you too harshly. That's Halo 4. That's Halo 4 soundtrack. That's Deliver Hope. I don't want that either. That's a bad. It's just bad thing after bad thing, man. Finally. Gene song. Bum, ba bum bum, ba da da bum bum. You know, I'll probably change this to the other wall. Yeah, I'll probably just do that. You know, I saw someone on Reddit, like, while I was making boarding action, because I was looking to researching like if people have already remade Combat Evolved, and there was a guy that showed like kind of a gray box silent cartographer. Here, I'll show it on here actually. Hold on. Halo remake Reddit or Halo Fortnite remake. I don't know why I'm just put in Halo Fortnite remake. Yeah, here it is. So I found, I'm pretty sure it's this guy. Yeah. So you have this guy, and he has like an AI profile and stuff on here, whatever. He does like Star Wars things. And I don't want to put down another creator, but when I looked at this, it just made me really mad. So I'll just kind of show this real quick. This won't take long, but I'll show this, right? Now, this looks really cool. You know, we have a little pelican working. You know, the model looks kind of similar, but let's just ignore that. And it's very clearly, you know, placeholder material for the ocean. And he has this little sequence going on. That's really cool. You know, he's flying in the pelican, and this is the intro to the silent cartographer. And then, like, whoa, that looks so accurate. It's incredible. Like, that's this fantastic gray box. It looks really close to the actual level. And then he hops out. And this is kind of all he shows. And then he has some, like, screenshots as well. This is right here. Right? He has some screenshots, and I'll pause the music real quick. So here's what he shows. Right? And that's obviously what I'm working on in this area. And, like, versus the original game. Cool. Versus the original. You know, this is really nice. It's all gray boxed, and it's incredibly accurate. But looking closer, all this guy did, alright, and what makes me mad, all he did was import the level geometry. This is just the same thing that's right here. Right? This thing right here, this whole imported level geometry from Sketchfab that I use as a basis to base it on, this is all he did. This is what he was showing. Just with the default world grid material on it. This is it. Right? This is all he did. And then he has the gall to post it on social media, Reddit, and be like, hey, look, Halo in Fortnite, what do you guys think? And it's just the original. It's just the actual level geometry. You did nothing. You did nothing. And it's just frustrating looking at that, because it's just like, you didn't do anything. Right? Because here, I put in the original geometry, and I won't, again, I'll get off my soapbox in a bit, right? But I import the original geometry, and then I use it as a basis to recreate it. You've been watching me do that. So, this is accurate, right? This is accurate. But this is Fortnite. These are Fortnite pieces. And all that guy did was just, this is just the actual geometry. So what, you imported geometry, scaled it up to be like correct scaling, and then made sure it had collision. That was it. And you can automatically do collision at UEFN. That's it. And it made me so mad. And I tried, you know, being like, oh, maybe it's not that. Maybe he just is really good at gray boxing. Ignore the fact that this is like the Halo 4 Pelican model. And I look at this map that he made, and I went in game, right? This is also the exact same thing. The canyon here, that's the Halo Combat Evolved geometry for Blood Gulch. That's just the actual one. He just slapped, you know, a material over it, called it a day. And then he built the landscape, kind of like what I'm doing, right? He built the landscape on top of it. And then I think he changed the material for the these bases. And then he did add something here, and I'm pretty sure this is also from another map. But he added these little areas here. And it's just like, I can't respect that, man, because this is a published map. And like, that makes me think, like, maybe these maps are the exact same thing. This looks really good, but it's probably just imported level geometry. Like, most definitely is just imported level geometry with material slapped on. Like, this is just definitely the, you know, steel bright material that's inside UEFN. And that's just, it's really sad to see. Because you could have made something cool. You could have made something. And then instead you opted just import the level geometry and did nothing with it. You just threw it in there. I'm glad he never completed that project, because now, you know, I'm at Silent Cartographer. I can give the people something that's of actual quality, that it's remaking it, not just importing it. I just, it always, looking at that made me mad. Yeah, showing a 3D model. Yeah, it's a cool intro, and that makes me excited to like work on it. But like, you know, just looking at that, it's like you couldn't just do this. You couldn't just remake it. You could do the same thing, right? You import it and then you just build on it. You're still making it. That's how remakes are actually made, you know? It's not like they, you know, ignore the original. They remake it, and a lot of them are done by, even like Resident Evil 4 remake, I found out, because like, I think it was Boundary Break, they went out of bounds in the shooting range. And right next to the actual shooting range that's in-game is the original level geometry, completely untextured and stuff, of the original game's shooting range that's unused. Because they build on top of it, right? They grab the actual level geometry and they build on it, and they create something new out of it. And, you know, this is how a lot of remakes are made. It's probably how Campaign Evolved was made. That's why it's so accurate to the original layout. And it's just, you know, it's part of the development. It's just, that's not what the finished product should be. That's not remaking at that point. It's just importing. You're not making anything. Okay, tangent over. And yeah, Chief's face reveal is unnecessary from the TV show. They should have just had a helmet on all the time, and then had him like, you could still be played by Pablo, but you could have just been, you know, dubbed by Steve Downes. Pablo didn't need to talk, but whatever. I don't want to hate on Pablo Schreiber. He didn't do anything. He's just playing a role. Still, was not a good fit for Master Chief. Or hold on, I'll just move this down. I'm very passionate about like the creation process, because, you know, it's just like you're lying to the player in a way, saying that like, oh, I remade this, and then you just didn't remake anything. It's like, you didn't do anything, you didn't make anything, you just imported geometry and called it a day. It's scummy. What else do I need to do here? Huh. I think I'll probably just put this like kind of around that. This is my favorite track from Halo 2 Anniversary, Follow in Flight. I don't listen to much rock, but I think this is really good. I don't even know if it's a remake of a track that's in Halo 2 or not, because I can't remember any track that sounded like this. I don't think I'd you know, want to listen to the original. I mean, I've been attached to this version. Breaking the Covenant's good too, the one that plays before this. And Gene's song is also fantastic, but just something about this track is just, it hits. When you listen to it in game, it's just like, that's it. You know, but that's the track. Doesn't even sound like Halo, but you know, it sounds like Halo 2. I know, I just said it doesn't sound like Halo, then I said it sounds like Halo 2. It doesn't sound like Halo, but it sounds like Halo. But you know what I mean, like it doesn't sound like like Halo Combat Evolved, it doesn't sound like the identity of Halo. If you play it for someone, they're not going to think like, oh, that's Halo. But they're going to say, oh, that's good. What's it from? Oh, Halo. from Halo 2. I was gonna say the same thing about Blow Me Away, but I think a lot of people know that's from Halo. My girlfriend knows it's from Halo. I think most people probably do. Only the strongest will survive. I can't play that on here though. It's unfortunate. Oh, we'll do 4 again. We'll grab this. Kind of extrude it so we can get it exact. That's what I need to do. I need to go in Combat Evolved VR. And not play music, but I need to do the opposite of that. I need to play no music. I need to have music disabled and just listen to the ambience. I want to feel scared. I want to play it on Legendary. That's a lie, I don't want to play it on Legendary. I want to play it on Heroic and feel scared. Because the Flood's scary, man. Not Halo 4. Or the song called Halo, that's generic. Or Tower. Sure. Is he talking about the one that's like on the... There's like the bridge in the middle? There's like the little man cannons on either side that like launch you across? Like where you were, the one that was like you were in the video for? Yeah, that one's called Narrows. It's not up anymore. I briefly made it a map called Spartan Clash. It was just like a flawless cowboyified version of that, but I took it down because I was tired of people playing that instead of Flawless Cowboy. It wasn't getting a promotion, and when people were like playing it afterwards, like don't play Spartan Clash. Go play Flawless Cowboy. Don't show your friends Spartan Clash. I want them to play the high quality thing. It was fun though. It still exists. I think it's unlisted now, like the original version. But if you know like the code in the video, you can probably like go open it and run around in that like version. I think that's how 1.0 maps work. Pretty cool. At one point I was just gonna do like a whole Halo multiplayer thing. Well, I was actually just gonna make like a reload mode. It's gonna be you know, you drop into New Mombasa, or whoa, where did I just? Where did I go? Cool. You were gonna like drop into New Mombasa with a Fortnite version, and it would have been Fortnite Reload, but I was thinking of making that after Cover of Night, and I just decided that, especially since like people are becoming like more invested into Flawless Cowboy, I think it was just better to keep working on this project, as if I take any longer and work on something else in the meantime in my own time, it's just gonna take too long. Like it's gonna take too long to get Flawless Cowboy finished. So I think doing any projects in between probably just would not be good. Because again, I'm only one guy. It's not like I can just put like one of the guys on my team to work on it or anything like that, because I am the team. It's like, well, it is what it is. Like I'm in a team, but it's not like it's my job, not related to Flawless Cowboy. Campaign, at least. Not related to the campaign for it. Yeah, I was thinking that too, but it wouldn't have worked out. It would have been really cool to make the reload mode, though. It would have been really nice. Oh, for sure, for sure. Yeah, it's nice working on in UEFN. Just for some solo stuff, just making stuff for fun. Not as great when I'm when I'm working on my team and kind of like just looming, you know, knowledge that like, oh, I have to get this done. This is not like a project I can take my time with. I gotta get this thing done. Or I need to, you know, be quick enough and check in changes so that someone else can work on what they need to work on related to this thing. I thought they did have a device for that. Or I guess not. Maybe that's... Maybe I'm old. I'm thinking of the Creative 1.0 days and how they used to do things. Say I'm old and... I'm 18. I'm so old, dude. I'm so old. Okay, that's good enough. That works. Yeah, I'm glad I can extrude meshes now. Found a remake of Pillar of Autumn a while ago. I've been playing your map since they released. Just tuned in the stream a bit ago. It's nice to see the creative process behind the map. I appreciate that. Oh, I need to promote this. In the description... Hold on. They're trying to play Halo 4 soundtrack on me. Can't do that. Alright. In the description of the video, right here, you can go to the UEFN Community Awards, and you can vote for Flawless Cowboy under Most Innovative Experience. It's right here. It's cover of night. You have to connect your Discord account to it. Just so they have like individualized voting instead of, you know, like spam or anything. Cover of night's in here, and then you can also vote for me as a creator in Best New Creator in that category. And that goes a long way considering it's all done by the community and there's no board related to it for the voting. It's also in the pinned comment in the chat. I guess pinned message in the chat. I don't know what it's called. Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm glad, you know, there's people out there that are enjoying Flawless Cowboy and also enjoying kind of seeing how it's made. I think I want to make a video about that. I'm changing the track. I think I want to make a video about that, and how I generally do things. But I'm not too sure. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know. That would also include me doing motion capture. That's a long process as well, and yeah. But I might. I need to have some way of getting like a video out there that promotes the voting system. Chests are part of a prefab. Chests are options spawn one specific item. You're right. I should have a text overlay. I'll probably do that for next stream. Go into Photoshop, get a cool little graphic for it. Or not a cool little graphic. It's just gonna be like the most basic bare bones thing. Gets the point across. Okay, what else do we need here? Nothing much, really. I can probably... No, because that's already covered. So maybe I just need to wait a while. That's fine, too. Yeah, I'll probably just do the rest of this when I am working on the rooms down here, because... Okay, I can do this. No, don't do the Halo 4 soundtrack. Can't do that. It's gonna take me down. They're gonna shoot my stream. They're gonna kill me. You need to kill me. I don't even know what that's from. Wrong way. Boom. Look at that. Don't look at that. That's not right. It's not aligned. There we go. Okay. Now that this little piece is done, that's some good progress on that. It is not Star Wars music. This is all Halo music. That makes me feel really sad that you thought it was Star Wars music. Star Wars does not sound like this. Please tell me it doesn't. Okay. Now that that's there, I need to work on the cave that's outside. I think it's right here. right? Because you had the little portion here. It'll go in, just like a little room. Star Wars does not sound like this. Okay, thank you. That makes me feel better. Now I can sleep at night. So Reese, you're the one that's wrong. Sounds like the Halo, Star Wars, and Fortnite OG theme in one. What are you talking about, bro? I don't know what music you're listening to. It's whack. Probably just work with that. And then we need another one. I don't know why I went out of landscape mode. We need another one that's like right here. I guess it'd be here, right? Why does it have to be like... I need a player reference. I need like a... Oh, I know how to do it. Yeah, we had this new tool from a couple months ago. The helper asset. There we go. Okay. You're that size. Is the size of a player. Okay. Something like that. Now I need to go to galleries. Oh, 4 or 5 likes on the stream announcement. That's crazy. You can imagine this playing when you're fighting Huss. The Halo theme? I think you need to play Halo again, man. It's crazy. What can I even use here? This has to be all like pieces. It can't be terrain. What shows up when I write cave? Ooh, I could use these. Yeah, I can get down with that. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna just make a little path. And we'll, what do they look like they have RVC, or whatever it's called. I don't know if that's what RVC is. Where, like, it blends together. Yeah, it blends together, okay. See, I just say stuff. I act like I know what I'm talking about when I don't. At least I'm honest. It's like, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just saying stuff and people agree with it. I don't know what it means. Probably just have it like... So. This track's called Cover of Night. Can you believe it? Undercover of Night. I'm lying. It's called Undercover of Night. Like a certain level. I can't believe Halo would steal that name. They stole that title from me. It's so disrespectful, Martin O'Donnell. Okay, I'm gonna do this. And then... I do that. Likewise, I think it's such a good one. Probably the best in the Combat Evolved soundtrack. I mean, what would be second? 'Cause I think Ambient Wonder is great, but it's not something I could play on repeat. I think the well, Walk in the Woods is also fantastic. The one that plays when the Pillar of Autumn's like first show. I think in Halo 2 Anniversary it's like called Only a Star, Only to See or something similar like that. I think that one's also fantastic. Color Dance, that's a good one too. I don't know, I've never made a cave before. I'm like trying to figure out what to use. I would just do this. And then this is gonna be kind of the exit here. We'll have like rocks around it. Not like that. That's not what I meant. We're gonna have rocks around it. Like this. Why did it do this? What? Shared bathroom hand dryer. Why did it select that? I did not. Love UEFN. I mentioned it last stream. That was a horrible voice crack. I mentioned it last stream. Martin O'Donnell's the guy singing in that one. It's not a woman singing it. It's Martin O'Donnell himself. They were in the studio. They're like, okay, we're gonna cook this up. We need like this girl singing in the background. They're like, well, we're kind of out of time. We don't have that. He's like, don't worry, I got this. Martin O'Donnell. That's a true story. Unless they were lying, which then, I mean, it's not my fault. Sorry. You could have been lying. I don't know. He's just lying in like one of those little developer commentaries. Vote for the classic bundler. Blender. Blender. Bungla. I'm just saying stuff, man. I don't know why you guys find this entertaining. Down a bit. I don't know why it's like done like this. And like turn it. So I want it to line up. Or am I supposed to use this for that? What is this? No, because that's like the end of the tunnel thing. See, if you said this one sounded like Star Wars, I might agree. Not the Warthog Road, though. Even then, it doesn't last long, because then it goes back to, like, the military and, like, sort of thing afterwards. What am I doing, man? What am I doing? I'll just put a rock here, call it a day. Okay, why doesn't it let me put it there, though? I gotta, like, bring it over here. I'm gonna put a rock, and it's gonna be an in-between. It's like, wow, so it's a rock. It's separating these two levels together. That's so weird. I won't let the player bring the Warthog in here anyway, so you can have a weirdly placed rock blocking the seam here. Not that big though. Whoa. I have a question for you guys that are watching. If you guys are still watching. I just gotta make sure. What is like your most important aspects of Halo Combat Evolved, or Halo in general? but mainly Combat Evolved, because that's what I'm remaking. Maybe like this level, that you think is like most important to keep in a remake. This can be kind of generalized, you know, the official remake, by remake, whatever it is. I'm trying to get a bit of a consensus of what's important to keep and look out for. For me, it's always been kind of that style, the color scheme, the aesthetic. I think a lot of these visual aspects are incredibly important, and you know, most remakes they don't always have, you know, the same feel. They always feel different. They always look a little different. I think of CEA, right? Colors are just all over the place compared to the original game. It's not what I wanted to do. Just generally, like, visually speaking, what is, in your opinion, the most important aspect to keep in a Combat Evolved remake? Okay, this might work. This might work. There we go. Oh, where'd that go? I know, Riz. I know. Well, for you, search up like a screenshot of Halo Combat Evolved, right? For Riz, since you never played it, just like search up a screenshot of Combat Evolved, or like hop in the mission Halo, and tell me what you think is like the most defining aspect of that visually, right? Difficulty balancing, CE always felt fair, even a legendary. Yeah. Can't say the same for Halo 2. But for sure. I don't think this piece is going to work for that area. But this one. Lovey BK 9594. I was talking about, in your opinion, what is the most important aspect of Halo Combat Evolved to preserve in something like a remake? So it could be generalized, like campaign evolved, the Halo remake for Fortnite, you know, whatever it is. What is most important? Both gameplay, visuals, whatever it is. Partly because I want to get feedback that I can remember going forward for this. I agree with the legendary stuff. Yeah, you can't catch me playing legendary solo for Halo 2. I did for some of the other games, but Halo 2, no way, not touching that. I'm not even talking because of like the Jackal snipers, right? Because that's what everyone mentions. I think it's the rocket flood, and like the ones that pilot the vehicles, in like Sacred Icon. It's terrible. Reminds me of playing the library in Combat Evolved, because that is like the one moment where it is unfair. Having the stupid rocket flood and fighting them. Pain. Torment. Sadness. All in one. Buy one, get one free. Bad deal. I'm saying words, bro. Yeah. I'm not going to talk about the flood right now. In terms of my remake, at least. I love the flood. Well, I can talk about the flood. I just want to talk about what I'll do with them. I'm really excited to do that mission, though. I'm thinking in 343 Guilty Spark, right? We're gonna have like... It's not guaranteed. I might change my mind, but I think it'd be cool to have like a playable sequence where you play as Jenkins. You know, like instead of watching it through a cutscene. You play as him through that whole found footage sequence, kind of like Resident Evil 7, You played Resident Evil 7 and like the parts where he plays Clancy in that one like tape. You like find that one tape and you're like the ghost hunters or whatever it is. I think something like that would be really cool. Is this clipping through the wall? It is. For like discovering the flood and yeah, I just think that'd be such like a cool playable sequence. Then you know, some parts are cutscenes, some parts, you know, you get to do yourself and you kind of get to experience that whole sequence. And man, I suck at this. Big rebalance mod developed for Halo 2. Yeah, Ruby's rebalance. I've been watching those videos as they come out. I think it's very interesting. Seeing kind of that mentality and how they're looking to improve Halo 2. I based a lot of the Truth and Rec remake, Cover of Night. I based a lot of that on Ruby's rebalance for not Campaign Evolved. Dude, I'm losing it. On Combat Evolved. They had like these lights that were everywhere around the ship, and I thought that was a great idea to kind of guide the player of how, like, you know, kind of giving them the markers and be like, oh, go over here. So I kind of took that idea and rolled with it, used it in a way. How about we do the opposite way? Because I'm doing it inwards, but I just need it to kind of cover up the seam in the floor. Okay, hold on. Right, the roof too. We need the roof. Come on. I do this side. This is the workaround. This place has a huge rock in front of it. Hide the ugly with the rock. Just throw a huge rock and call it a day. See, you can't even tell. Perfect. Halo 2 is my first Halo. It means a lot to me. It's always cool to be able to experience it in a new way. I completely agree. I'm really hyped for Ruby's rebalance and the Halo 2 remake, knowing that that's going to exist now. I want to see what they expand upon. I hope they do the Alpha Moon stuff. They probably won't, but that'd be really cool if they added Alpha Moon. Been playing see until anniversary happens. Yeah, I was really sad because as a kid, I got like for I think it was Christmas when I was 4 years old. I got the entire Halo trilogy, and we had an Xbox 360, the white model. That one had a built-in hard drive where you could do backwards compatibility. So I was able to play like all three, and over time I'd lose the games or the discs would get scratched, and then I didn't lose them, but I think Combat Evolved got scratched a little. And then our Xbox got the Red Wing of Death, so we had to replace that. And we just so happened to replace it with the Slim, which does not have a built-in hard drive to do backwards compatibility. So then I tried getting a hard drive, and my parents got me like the normal one. Or not the normal one, but like a basic one that wasn't from Microsoft. It was like from Amazon. And so it didn't do backwards compatibility. So then I had to get Anniversary, and that's when I found out it even existed to begin with. And I was really sad because I didn't know how to switch it from Anniversary to classic graphics. And for some reason I didn't look at the control scheme to check. And then later on playing MCC, I just lost my place again. Playing MCC, I found out you could just press that, because that was like 2015. I was devastated. I could have been playing in classic graphics the whole time. Here's some of these important CE, gets clarity. Good looking games, not much visual clutter. Yeah, 100%. Halo related, what do you think of Doom? Which one? Which Doom? As like a franchise? I think Doom's cool. I played Doom 2016, didn't beat it. Played Doom Eternal, I think. Didn't beat it. Played Doom the Dark Ages. Shock horror, didn't beat it. But I also don't think like you need to beat a game to enjoy it. I did really love the VR game. That one gets hated on a lot, but the VR game that they made for Doom. Doom VFR, like it's like basically just Doom 2016 but in VR form. It was so fun. It's a shame because it's only like 2-3 hours long maybe, but you know, when I added like the full motion joystick movement instead of just the stupid teleport they had by default, it was so good. If they just added like the actual Doom 2016 campaign to that instead of trying to create something gimmicky, it would have been perfect, man. That would have made me a Doom fan forever. Yeah, I think it's fun. And also just the modern games. I played a little bit on like the Xbox 360 arcade of like the original Doom and Doom 2, Doom 64. Played a little bit of Doom 3. I had that on the like original Xbox copy, but I didn't play enough of it. I know there's a VR mod of that apparently is really good. Doom 3 has a Halo. Yeah, I think I saw a Doom. I don't think it was Doom 3. It's like a Doom classic, one of the first games before the Doom 3 with like the stencil shadows and stuff, and it was a Halo mod. I didn't know Doom 3 had one. Probably wouldn't work in VR, but would be cool if it did. I'd definitely play that. Now, some games to me, I just like. I can't really get into it unless it's in like a cool little form factor like VR where it's like, oh, it's like it's a really interesting way to play it and it's really fun and add something to it. Otherwise, I just can't find like some way of getting into it. I don't know if I'm making sense right now. My brain's doing a bunch of stuff. Trying to focus. Okay, I think the interior is fine enough. Not this part, not that part at all. Ready to do the rock thing again. Look at that. This is how you do game development. Don't fix your problems, just put a big rock there. Yeah. Amazing. Now we gotta do the exteriors. Yikes. Huh. It's not gonna work. With Doom 2016, pretty fun. Been playing Eternal afterwards. Upload Blast, been playing a few times. Yeah, I think I played through like 3 to 5 levels in Dark Ages. It just felt like Doom Eternal again. I'll be honest though, when I did play the Doom games, it was on the Steam Deck though. So maybe I would enjoy it more if I played it in more of a PC form factor like this. I was just playing it at my school at the time. Which was crazy. My teachers would just let me play on my my handheld while I completed my schoolwork. Because I was a good student. Not to pat myself on the back, but you know, I got my work done and they were like, okay, well, you can go play on whatever. You did your work, you did what you needed to. Some teachers didn't like it, but I mean, what do you want me to do? Be on my phone? Like I can be on the PC, I can be on my phone, take your pick. Completely unrelated, by the way. I just thought about that. I don't know. I don't know. Does that look fine? For like the bottom of it? It's gonna be like a whole rock entrance. Maybe I just kind of... sculpt it out. Right. Man. UEFN, why couldn't you be normal? I give up with that. I'm just gonna flatten it here. Yeah, they're Bond brothers, the hunters. Saw that in the book, The Flood. I think it was talking about the hunters that show up right here. I think, or maybe it was talking about the hunters that show up over there. I don't know. I forget. I just read that too. It's been like, I said just. It's been like a month since I read that part, but. Yeah. It's cool, because like obviously when they're thinking about it, creating the game, that wasn't like the reason. They just thought, you know, like have these two hunters, you know, they're big and intimidating, just have them, two of them, scary. Because just one of them isn't enough. So then it creates like a little dance between two of them, but, you know, then they just come up with a really, you know, neat reason why it happens, and I always appreciate that. I just think it's really fun that they try to flesh out the world like that. Bro, I need some water. Scared to leave and get water for like 2 minutes. If I do a be right back screen, everyone's gonna leave. Would you guys sit through Flawless Cowboy level 3 cutscenes for 2 minutes while I go get some water? That doesn't look good. Alright, that's one yes. I don't got another yes in the next 30 seconds. I'm just gonna assume it's okay. Oh, this looks bad. Yes. Okay. Reset the same thing. I'm gonna go get some water for 2 minutes. And I'm gonna have the cinematics for cover of night play. I'm not gonna do a be right back screen like I normally do, because I gotta update that. So for now, you're gonna get the flawless cutscenes. It's only for 2 minutes. I just know that like leaving your stream probably not the best thing in the world. Here you go. I'll be back. Just give me 2 minutes.
What's the occasion?
The visitor's been captured by the glass reality, so now we gotta save him. I've tracked down the ship they're holding him on. You have to get in there somehow.
I don't recall getting an invitation.
I'm sure we'll sort that part out. I know the alien flag.
The enemy has captured the visitor and are holding him aboard one of their motherships, the Deceit and Retribution. The ship is currently holding position high up above the other end of this plateau.
So how do we get inside the ship if it's in the air? IO issued me a rifle, not wings.
There's a gravity lift that carries troops and supplies down from the ship to the surface. That's your ticket in. Get it, soldiers. Go, go, go! The IO ain't paying you by the hour.
I've got a good lock on the visitor.
Coming here was reckless. You two know better than this. Thanks. Soldiers, lock and load your weapons. Let's be ready to move. While the last reality had us locked up in here, I was able to translate some of what the guards were saying. The higher-ranking ones seem to know a bit more about this fortress world. They call it the Loop.
One moment, sir. Accessing the ship's records. According to the data I'm looking at, this world has some kind of deep religious significance. If I'm analyzing this correctly, they believe the Loop contains a sort of core keeping it together. One with vast, unimaginable power. Well, then it's true. The guards kept referring to how they'll commence the great journey using this loop. Now I see. I've intercepted a number of messages about the last reality search team scouting for a control bridge. I thought they were looking for the bridge of a ship I damaged a while back. But they must be looking for the loop's control bridge. That's bad news. If this thing is powerful, and the last reality gain control of it, they'll use it as a weapon and wipe out the entire human race. Jones, Amy, I have a new mission for you. We need to beat the last reality to the loop's control bridge. Soldiers, let's move! Jones, you take the point.
Okay, hello. Hi, I'm back. Everyone's still here? Did you like the long cutscene with Expedition.
While the last reality had us locked up in here, I was able to translate some of the guards were saying.
I can't do the voice right now, man. These streams, they kill my voice. I tell you, it's not good for me. Yeah, my total of 3 viewers are still here. Look at that. That's what we call getting a community. Huh. I don't know what to do here. It's weird. Maybe I just like, no. I grab this, copy, paste. Let's make a bigger one. And that might actually work. Does that work? Is it? No, it just looks bad. No, bad idea. Let's just grab this. Probably should have been what I was doing from the start. Yeah, it's a visitor for Fortnite. That's me. Can you believe it? Not right now. Not with this voice, but yeah. I'm the visitor. Before he turned British. Who knew? Who knew he was gonna be a British person? Well, at that point, I wish he just didn't talk. British people. I act like I have a problem with British people. I don't. So I hate people with different accents. They're terrible. If you could even call them people. Ugh. Sounding different than me? How dare they? Let's put some rocks in here. No, I'm just gonna do this. Change up how it scales and whatever. Wait, did I not delete the copy? There we go. No, and then it's just there's no winning here. What if I do this? Didn't make that go down. What if I just keep it like that? I think I'm just gonna have to settle for this. I think I'll just have to settle for it looking like that. Maybe we can change this and grab a rock, just kind of, not rock, grab like a piece of land. Because thankfully they at least blend into each other. Yeah, I'm glad. If you're gonna have him talk, I'm glad it's a separate character. Like, yeah, you know, we've heard the other guy talk before, but not really. I mean, I don't know. Like, technically we've heard him talk, but I wouldn't even count that. You could, like, you can make the excuse that it was like, oh, it's an automated line from the rocket, right? Like those Walmart checkout machines. It's automated. Why was that the first thing that came to mind? The Walmart checkout machines. Insert cash or select payment type. What is wrong with me, bro? Oh, I forgot to play the music. I'm sorry. It's been awkward. It's weird. I was wondering, like, why does it sound empty? What happened? What changed? Let me know if it's too quiet. I'm never winning with this, am I? I'm never winning. It's always gonna look weird. My Kit Bash cave is always gonna look bad. Oh, but maybe the stretch just to keep using these. They'll never know. They'll never know. I was gonna say something, I already forgot. Maybe I am on status, maybe I reached that point. Starting to forget. It's about Flawless Cowboy, I think. Oh no, it was about the visitor. I did voice work for, I think his name's Dipolar Moon. It's been a hot minute. That was like end of last year. I don't know when he's doing it, but it's like a series, like machinima type thing for Fortnite. And that was like right after I did my voice work for Cover of Night. Some dude did my voice work as if it was like for someone's for me. So like I had the voice of the visitor pretty down, so I was able to like just send clips of Cover of Night to him and be like, hey, is this what you're looking for? Because he's like recasting the visitor for it. He's like, sure, that works. So whenever that goes up, who knows when, hopefully in the next 2 months, I'd hope, if not sooner, you know, there'll be more, you're right. See, throw enough rocks. When I joined UEFN, we didn't have any fancy smashy caves. We had sticks, 2 sticks and a rock for the whole platoon. Yeah, we had to share the rock. Okay, does it look fine? Does this look okay? I know it doesn't look natural. Does it look fine? None of these caves are ever natural formations. Get it? Because it's Halo? That's the joke. Guess it looks fine. Probably just increase this. No. Okay, but can a player fit through here now? I'm concerned about that. Yeah. No, because then it's... there's no winning. There's no winning. I'm always going to be unhappy. That's what my girlfriend said. And she was right. Actually, I'm pretty happy with that. Sticks out a bit, but... the phone. 2 bumpers and a phone. And we had to rotate with the phone. We had no grid snap. All we had was tiles and devices we'd throw down. You wanted to use a you wanted to use a device, you gotta grab it, throw it down. You wanna grab one wall from a gallery, throw down the whole gallery, alright? Then you gotta delete everything else. Made in Project Era, just small side tangent. I made a small creative thing because I type in era, cannot type. Made a small creative thing because you can use like 1.0 to try to recreating like an old map I made all the way back then. And then I also glitched up to the main island, of course. It was fun. So the season 7 version of creative where it's like it was an item. Ooh. I'm sorry, my voice is just not doing well today. Talking so much for hours, 3 days in a row just kills me. Not much of a talker. So like you had this as an item, you had to use the phone. It's so fun. And yeah, just having to like place down devices. Like these were traps. We don't even have the traps anymore. I miss when we did. Not these other things related. It was fun though, making something in 1.0. Using a terrain editor. That I have to kind of like put like a hole in it. Like this, you kind of see how this is missing. So I had to put a hole in the terrain to allow to have a cave here. And it just unfortunately doesn't work out with the terrain editor. Not playing Blow Me Away. It's gonna throw me off of the page. They're gonna kill me, man. They're gonna take me out back and shoot me. YouTube doesn't like that. Yeah, I can't use the terrain thing. Still building 1.0 from time to time. Really been terrified of starting UEFN. That's how I was doing boarding action. You just kind of have to do like half and half for a while. I went from making let me turn this down a little bit. I made boarding action mostly in 1.0, and then halfway through, after creating like the basis for it, I went to UEFN, started placing down props, and then kind of from there, I think I completely went into UEFN. And then with Landfall, that was my first ever... oh, sorry, I'm having a terrible time. Landfall was the first ever map I made that was like entirely only UEFN. That was also my first time ever doing terrain. But yeah, I think it ended up okay. It ended up more than okay. I should give myself more credit. Turn off these snap options. We're just gonna get this perfect. I was pretty happy with how Landfall turned out. That was like the most intimidating part, was just trying to get the landscape stuff working out. I was scared because like as a kid, I didn't know how to use like the Sims landscape editor. How am I gonna learn how to use a game engine one? Because you know that's what it is. It's not like it's like the Sims. It's not like a random built-in thing. It's like this is a game engine now. Or at least the UEFN portion is. We're making games. Scary. I was around a forward all the time. So creative came naturally. If I had fun making games with my friends, I most of them quit and I don't do much now. That's sad to hear. I've had a lot of friends throughout the years that, you know, kind of slowed down playing Fortnite or quit. It's sad being the one that like continued playing Fortnite, because you get to still enjoy the game or whatever, but like everyone else moved on and it's just unfortunate. You're cursed with being alone playing the video game because everyone else moved on to playing the next popular thing or whatever interested them more at the time, which is fine. You know, everyone moves on to their own thing, but you know, you stick to one game just because you enjoy it, and not everyone does. Always brings up the conversation of like, will Fortnite ever die? And I don't think it ever will, even if the game server shut down. It's like, and I was gonna make a commentary about this, but I think I'm gonna wait a while, unless like something comes up that like gets the dead game conversation going again. I think I'll probably just save it in my back pocket. But you know, even if Fortnite server shut down, Fortnite is such a unique game that people will find a way to keep playing it. Think about how like Rec Room, if you've seen that, that's shutting down soon. I used to play that all the time in VR. I don't anymore, but you know, there's a private server called Radium, and that's a way to play Rec Room. And so even though the game itself is shutting down, the community won't let it die. And that just, you know, it's fantastic, because even though Rec Room's going to be gone, there's still going to be a way to play it. And I think Fortnite's going to be in the same boat, where we're going to have projects like Era, or, you know, whatever would be kind of a successor to Era, you know, in the future. So even if Fortnite servers die, you'll still have some way to play it. It won't be the same, but, you know, it'll probably be like a private server for Chapter 1. The community will keep it going. You know, Fortnite's just so unique. No other game has the same mechanics. Unless they're trying to copy Fortnite. Which then, I mean, you want to play Fortnite, or you want to play the copy of Fortnite? I'd rather play the original than a clone. Does that work? Is that fine? This looks bad, man. Batman. Is this okay? Do you guys think this is fine? Does that look okay? Is it too much? Is it distracting? Looks God to you. I know you meant to say good. Just messing with you. Okay, it's looking good. Okay. Okay. See, this is why I'm streaming it. I have a second pair of eyes. Third pair of eyes. Fourth pair. I don't know how many people are watching still. Raze hasn't talked in a minute. Raze, you gotta be more active, brother. Okay. Just kind of flying around, looking at different angles. Okay, you know, it does the job. It does the job. I think I might change that piece. Is there another piece over here I can use? That's the same one. What's this even from? That's great, man. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I wanted. Jungle rock. I'm just gonna search up jungle rock. Jungle rock. Oh, look at that. Okay, once again, I will remind all of you, if you have not already, I know one of you have, just in case, in the description they have the UEFN Community Awards. You can vote for Flawless Cowboy Cover of Night under Most Innovative Experience. And you can vote for me under Best New Creator, because I started creating in UEFN for the first time last year. I'm on there. If you want to vote for me, you can. If you don't, vote for someone that deserves it. If you don't think I do, vote for someone that did not make slop. Don't vote for the AI thumbnails. Vote for something cool. You know, I was looking at most innovative experience, and I think I was ranting about this last stream, but I inherently don't believe that most innovative experience should have 2 of the same type of map in there. So I'm gonna load this up in session mode. Kind of walk around it. But if we go over to the UEFN Community Awards, right? So the maps that I'm going up against right now, they're all good maps. I think this one probably should win, if I'm being real. Super Pet World also looks really good. It's like Pokemon. It's not really much of a tycoon, but it's a tycoon RPG. So 2 different elements put in together. Really cool looking map. And Build a House seems to be also innovative. Why is Party Golf and Mini Golf Mayhem here? Maybe one of them, right? If they're just like really cool in terms of physics and stuff. But why do we have 2 of the same? Is that, like, tell me if that's innovative now. Like, you have 2 of the same map. Are they really innovating when they're the same thing? Also, I think this is a 3D render, but they put the stupid eyes on it. Stupid little fish stick eyes. This is 3D. But like, I'm sure they're good. But we're under most innovative experience, dude. Best visual design? Sure. Right? Or best overall game? You know, if you think this golf game is perfect, sure. But most innovative, it should be innovating, not doing what someone else is already doing. And so when we have 2 of these, obviously one of them was first. They have the exact same tags, so one of them copied the same tags because they saw that the other one worked well with it. Actually, no, I'm wrong. I'm right. Never mind. I thought one of them had a different tag, but no, it's just in a different order. I don't know. I thought that was stupid that they're in here. They need to be in a different category. Because everything else here, this is unique. I'm not gonna mention my own because obviously it's my map. I'm not gonna be like, oh, look how unique this map is. But I mean, you know, no one else makes a campaign level, so that's where it kind of fits in terms of innovation. These guys, the Best New Creator, are also all fantastic in their own way. Johnny Blueprint, that's intimidating because I looked at Fortnite.gg's top creators and he's number 24. Which is crazy. Golfing should be under a sports category? I don't think they have that. Yeah. But I mean, you know, it could have been in this one, best multiplayer experience. Because it'd be a multiplayer one, right? So you would think... Oh, that's Halo 4. Skip that. Thank you. Will not get copyright claim. Thank you. Best multiplayer experience would fit those, but... Or even just one of them, right? But not 2, because then it's not innovative. I swear, I will be mad if either of these 2 win. Right? I'll be mad if either of these 2 win. If these 3, sure. Go ahead. I'm rooting for Etheria. But I'll never say that. Vote for me. Only vote for me. You know, I won't be mad if these win. If these two win, no. Rigged. I'm calling rigged. And these guys, I don't have any like thing against them. They're all talented creators, but most of these guys are they're way bigger than me. They're usually in teams, right? They're huge teams. So yeah, I understand if I don't win. Right, these guys have like much bigger. I need to plug in my controller because it has that weird mouse glitch. These guys have a much bigger platform than me, more resources and stuff. So yeah, it is what it is. Boop. Give me that. Okay, let's walk around. Oh, I know what I need to add. I already know the issue is going to show up. Sorry, I might have just hit my mic just now. I think the issue here is going to be that I can't shoot inside of the cave. Let's get there. We're back in a few minutes. Got it. God, it doesn't look too bad. Okay. Oh yeah, you see that? Can't shoot. I can't shoot when I go in here. I need to fix that. Well, the choice of collateral damage, AR for CER, definitely close to the way up to that feel. Yeah. I mean, now it's okay, calm down, Halo. Calm down. Hold on. Hold on. Alright, now it's extremely accurate because of campaign evolved. Right, I made that choice beforehand, but it's, you know, 32 round assault rifle. And it acts more like, you know, spray and pray SMG rather than, you know, typical assault rifle. You know, it's perfect. Originally I used the combat assault rifle because that one sprayed a lot, but the recoil was insane. People didn't like it. Okay, I think this cave's good. It works. Does the job. Is it the prettiest looking thing? No, but I mean, I think the whole rest of the map makes up for it. Let me look at the scaling of these other rooms. That's what I'm always scared about, man. I'm scared the scale is gonna be bad. Turn this up. Hold on. Ever so slightly. I said turn it up as if I was gonna put it to the max. Turn it up, man. Oh right, I forgot I put this there. Okay. I mean, it looks fine. Looks like it scales correctly. I'm glad I tried risking it and making these accurate because they do work. Let's go to the security override. One thing I do wish is if we could make it so you could not ADS with certain guns, because like I want you to ADS with this one, right? It has a sight, the you know, the Magnum. I don't know why I blinked on that, dude. I was not thinking. I know it's called the Magnum. I wouldn't forget that. The Magnum has like its own little sight. You know, they have the smart scope. But then like, I don't know. It's I don't want you to be able to aim in with the other guns. It feels weird. It feels more like Halo 5 and not really authentic. But then you can't disable it per gun. And then also that helps you aim because, you know, you have a bit of that recoil. Combat Evolved didn't have recoil. You know, you would look at something and you'd shoot at it. It had bloom, right? But when you shot at something, your camera didn't go up like that. It stayed in the same position. If I could remove the recoil, right? and put a custom crosshair. And I know you can do a custom crosshair. I have a friend that told me you can, but it's like a small delay when you switch between weapons. I think that's acceptable, but the it's just the recoil, man. It's just not it. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Sorry about that. Primal ARs remind me to look at the Halo CE. Assault rifle, shape-wise. I mean... Sorry, I know my keyboard picks up on the mic. You know what? You're kind of right. I mean, like, it doesn't look like it, but... You know, like this here. That there. Yeah, I see what you mean. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I see that. I just thought the sight on this one just looks so odd. And then in CEA, they made it look like that. Look bad. It's weird. It'd be nice if we had more weapon control. It's supposed to be wearing custom weapons, but at least let us modify existing weapon stats. Yeah. I mean, that would just be the custom weapons, I think. It's just like, oh, you can modify weapons that already exist. You're welcome. We'll update it again in 2 years so you can add your own custom models. Yeah, it would be nice because I'd want to make this like, you know, 60 rounds. Remove ADS on this one. Remove recoil. See how it changes color? Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Okay. Alright, so that's covered. I think, you know what, maybe for the cave, I don't know. Maybe I'll make it so you can't shoot your gun in there, because I think it's going to be too much of an issue if I do let you shoot your gun in there. You don't have any enemies in there, and I don't want players jamming their Warthog in it. Because if you go in there and like jam your Warthog in, you're going to fall through the terrain. That stupid thing's messed up, so maybe I'll just put a barrier on either side. So you can't like shoot through it and enemies can't see you. So you don't want enemies going in these either. We're gonna change this. Yeah. Changing tracks. Yeah, that covers it. Then we're gonna just put the same thing over here. Sure, that works. Yeah, we're good on that. Trying to figure out what else to do here, really. I have a lifesaver, hold on me. We have that. I'm gonna sound weird because I'm gonna have a lifesaver mint. I don't know, I don't really know what to work on next in this. We can continue with that. I'm down Halo 5. There we go. Thinking. You know what? I'm gonna go in. The one time we're gonna reference anniversary. Alright. The one time we're gonna reference anniversary and check to see what they did in this situation. That was the best part about the gondola ride. It's the only good part about it. We're gonna have the little islands out there. Bada bum bum boom. Bada bum bum boom. Bum 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 boom. Bum bum boom. Yeah, I want to turn off the music in MCC. I don't want to listen to this. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna check out what Anniversary did for the little background islands, and we're gonna copy that. Thank you, Halo 2. Very cool. I need to add a noise gate, dude. I hear my keyboard clacks on the stream. Add a... There it is. There we go. Noise gate. Let me know if the mic cuts out weirdly at any point. Or in my like if you can't hear certain words. Okay, I'm gonna kill these guys and then we're gonna quickly just kind of look around. Why did it do that? Oh, I'm playing the game. Why is it... Why can't my mouse stay in my window? Okay, whatever, controller. Get you all, bro. You're gonna die. Yeah. Now. Kind of have some like islands in the background. Like on that side. No, they're kind of just random. Yeah. Hey, the road is kind of random. Okay. Thank you, anniversary. Look at this. There we go. This is how we fake islands. I'm gonna put this off in the distance. Amazing. It's too much. It's too much. Too huge. Hey, look at that. Look at that. It looks like a real island. Just all the way back there. Wow. The wonders of technology. Really astonishing. We can just copy this. Put it out here. Copy it again. Put it over there. You already have a few islands. We're gonna have it face other way though. Because it looks different. And then we're gonna grab this. Do that. Fantastic. Hey. Right now we're doing the extra islands in the back. You gotta see kind of islands just kind of, you know, in the background. I don't want them to be too in the way of the vistas or whatever, but you know, kind of just sitting around. It's Halo 4, it's Halo 4. Can't do that. Can't do that. Delta Halo Suite. Grab this one. Yeah, we're just kind of scaling these up and throwing them around. And they work pretty decent as background islands. Sorry, I can't think of anything to commentate over right now. The brain won't work. Is that too much? Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, that's okay. Little exotic island. First Halo I played, my favorite Halo. I'm pretty sure the first one I played ever. I got all of them at the same time. I'm pretty sure the first one I ever played was Halo 3. And it's probably my favorite Halo. Not just because I played it, you know, first, but I think just the campaign, the multiplayer, everything combined, the soundtrack, like every little aspect of it just is amazing. But every Halo game is fantastic, and I'm not just saying that to be like, oh, well, you know, if you like what you like, you know, your opinion's valid. But, you know, every Halo is fantastic. I think a lot of them are just, yeah, they're all great in their own ways. Halo 2 is a great game. Halo Combat Evolved, same thing. I think I can love all of them in like the their own ways. One I've so far has chosen their first and their favorite. Yeah. I'm pretty sure 3 was the first one I played, but I mean, I can't go back in time and check, you know, ask 3-year-old me, 4-year-old me rather. Okay, which one's your favorite right now? Or which one you played first, rather? I cannot talk today. Pretty sure it was my first one, though. I played a ton of... I can't grab that. Okay, cool. Yeah. I played a ton of, Combat Evolved, but, like, the early levels. I don't even know if I reached 3 for 3 Guilty Spark. And, the farthest I went was Assault in the Control Room. But I played a crazy amount of, Pillar of Autumn. Like, I would just keep replaying the same mission over and over. But then I learned the layout of it like the back of my hand. And then I had the unfortunate case of remaking Halo Combat Evolved. And so I had to recreate that entire level. Now I have it even more memorized, and it's just so unfortunate. It's stuck in my head now. I can't play the mission the same. I know every little aspect more than the average person, and it's terrible knowledge to bear, really. Of course, I'm just saying stuff, but you know, making these remakes are a bit of a curse. By the time I'm done with this, I'm gonna know the layout of Violent Cartographer. That's kind of what happened with Cover of Night. I did Cover of Night. I learned the entire Covenant ship. Now I can't play through Truth and Wreck the same way. Sacrificing, you know, my player experience so everyone can enjoy these maps. It's okay. This look good. Too much, too little, too late, or too good. I think it looks fine. Dude, this skybox looks beautiful. Here, you can get your full view of the island. Sorry, I'm spinning around the island, I'm sorry. Probably quite far off, but you see stuff starting on Halo 2 Remake, or making a few levels from the other games. I'm pretty sure every single person that has talked in this chat has asked that same thing. Not that it's like a bad question or anything, but like, it seems like a lot of people want that. I'll say what I've been saying. Unfortunately, I'll lower the volume for this. Alright, I have bad news to bear upon ye. I'm one person. I'm the only person that makes these levels. No one else does. I have people that help externally. You know, they make models or they do voice work. But I'm the only person that makes these. And so creating an entire video game from scratch inside of UEFN, just with Halo Combat Evolved, it takes a long time. And I think it's going to be a decade. If I did Halo 2, it's going to be over a decade probably, actually. To finish that game. So I think when Combat Evolved's done, I think that's when I'm going to be finished with this. Which, you know, it makes me sad. I'd love to do Halo 2, but unless, you know, I magically had a team and the project magically paid me a crazy amount of money to keep myself sustainable and like able to work on only this, and then as well as keep a whole team afloat, you know, it just unfortunately wouldn't happen. If those conditions were met though, if I had like a team of, you know, 5 to 10 people, and maybe just 5 people really, that's probably all you would really need. If I had a team helping me and I had enough money to sustain myself and the team at the same time, we could probably have enough of an output to reach Halo 2 and Halo 3, but yeah. I appreciate that, and I'm also really excited what I'm going to do with the Flood. I hope it all works out, because I promise you it's going to be so cool. The Flood is one of my favorite aspects of Halo, and combining it with Fortnite and aspects of Fortnite, I think it's going to be sick. And also, with Chapter 6 Season 4, they changed the terms of like the blood. So you can have blood now, as long as it's like cartoony and not red. And guess what Halo's blood looks like? They're cartoony and not red. Like perfect. Amazing. So I can have all the blood decals on the wall, like, you know, the original mission. Elevator sequence where you're going down and you have all the blue blood on the wall. That's the blue and orange. Let me take off my nose gear real quick. I also have not been drinking my water. I got water. I haven't been drinking. She locked in. She's locked in. But yeah. I can't have gore, but I mean I have aspects of the blood and stuff. It's gonna look really cool. But yeah, Halo 2 just can't happen. But I want to incorporate some ideas from Halo 2 into this. So like this mission, I want to make it so that you assassinate a prophet. Like they mentioned in developer commentary for Combat Evolved. That they cut and then they put that in Halo 2. I thought it'd be cool if like you restored that idea. It may not happen, but it'd be cool if you were able to do that in the level. Also the Voyager character shown at the end of Cover of Night. He's gonna kind of be a mix of both Zuko Zamami, that's his main inspiration, and the Arbiter, of course. Kind of like the mannerisms of the Arbiter, but the story of Zuko Zamami. That's kind of what I'm going for. And then the Cube Queen is just in place of the Prophet of Truth. So it kind of have aspects of it, you know. Cube Cradles, High Charity, that sort of thing. Yeah. I thought it was very important to make it true to both the soul of Halo and Fortnite. You know, even with this, it's like, oh, it's not the Halo ring, it's the loop, and it's like, you know, the big loop bubble and all this and that. That's really cool. I don't really know what else to work on today because I think I'm pretty solid progress so far. So I'll probably just commentate while I fly around. But yeah, I've been really happy with what I've been doing with all that stuff, and you know, having the visitors, Captain Keys, and the Seven and IO combined, and the, you know, Forerunners or the Oathbound, and it's just some cool stuff going on. I have a lot more cool stuff in store that I haven't shown off yet. But I'll definitely be bilking it like crazy when I do show it. He looks so cool, by the way. Look at that little visor reflection. Yeah. But yeah, it's definitely gonna be sick. Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. My self-confidence isn't too high, so I don't know if like it's really enjoyable listening to some dude chat about Halo and Fortnite. Oh, he's making Halo in Fortnite. It's good to know it's at least somewhat entertaining for a few people. I'll take it. It's track. Nope, not Halo 4. Why can't we do like a good track? Why is it all the... Okay, I'll take this one. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, I'm really hyped to continue working on this. Yeah, it's gonna be really fun doing cinematics and stuff for it too. Just kind of getting it all together, and yeah, hopefully I can do a lot more with the gameplay on this. I have a developer friend, he's the head of studio that I work for, and he offered to help in some way if he can. So if he can help with verse at all, maybe he can do some of that crosshair stuff, just something to kind of make it just ever so slightly more in line with Halo. I asked if he could do a melee system. I'm not sure if he can do that, but if he can, you know, that's another part of the golden triangle added to the game. Can't say the same for grenades though, so that might be a little difficult, but if we can get melee, that'd be fantastic. Yeah, even if I can't get those in here, I hope this mission is fun and captures that Halo vibe. Visually it is capturing the Halo vibe so far, but I hope the final product does the same, and that the cinematics work out how I want them to, because I think a lot of the original stuff that I'm adding is going to be pretty sick. So I think I might end the stream. I didn't mean to mute the music. I'm gonna lower that volume. Might end the stream in a second, but I will one more time show this, read the chat. I saw Fortnite burnout because came with skin and as close as I had to ODSTs. I remember losing my mind message to guys at the game. Same thing. Exact same. I remember when he was leaked 2 weeks beforehand. Him and Kratos were leaked at the same time on like 4chan. No one believed it, but like when I looked into it, I was like, dude, it has to be real. They're too high quality. So I saved up V-Bucks from Save the World because I had founders and I was grinding. What is this, bro? That is not Halo. Sure. But I saved up all my V-Bucks so I could get the Master Chief skin and his whole bundle. You know, that was such an insane moment to me. I'm praying for a Master Chief Mark V. That's what I really want. I'd use that probably more than the original Master Chief skin, but also because I've been using the Master Chief skin for, you know, nearly 6 years. It'd be nice to have something new. I don't really count the female Spartan. That skin kind of sucked. It was serviceable, but way too skinny, and you know, not really in line with the actual Halo characters. And also, I mean, like, it's the Cavallino helmet, dude. Like, out of all helmets you could have chosen for Halo, you chose the default Halo Infinite helmet, not the Mark 7. Or maybe make it a customizable Spartan. You know, have the Halo 3 assortment of helmets. ODST, Mark 6, CQB, Rogue, Scout, like all those helmets. But no, it had to be Cavallino, the worst helmet, not the worst helmet in Halo Infinite, I just don't like it. The default helmet. The set was great though. The set was fantastic. So I've been using everything in there. I didn't even remember. I guess they would have had the trailer at the Game Awards, huh? I remember all the red versus blue machinimas they had related to it. They had like one with Ninja. They're talking about Blood Gulch. Like, Master Chief's getting added to the game. Whoa! Yeah, I wish they would. I wish they would do that. But they made like the classic model, kind of like the Lara Croft skin, right? Where she had her own like classic model, or like a remake of the classic look, and then like the actual like full-on remake. They probably wouldn't do that, but I'd be happy if we just get a Mark V, please, or at least like a Spartan that has a Mark V helmet that you can use. You can like change the armor pieces to everything Mark V. I'd take that too. I mean, more customization. I want something good, man. I want a good Master Chief. If they don't make it a skin in the game, I'm not saying much. Not saying it. Not saying it. I'm not saying it. At least, you know, at least we, at least you got this guy. At least you got this guy. Does he look like Mark V? No. Kind of looks like a mix of multiple things, but you know, he kind of has the shape, kind of has the shoulder pieces. I don't know why these like shoulders here are a part of it. I don't know where these came from. That wasn't in the original model. It's really ugly looking, but I guess it's too late to change it. We got the very low detail Mark V shoulders and the chest piece. Fantastic. Master Jones. Yeah, I'm wanting to improve him at some point. Maybe for this level, but I won't. I can't make any promises. I didn't make the model. I like it. That was my friend. It's part of the external stuff being created. It'd be cool. But anyway, there's enough flawless Cowboy. The Cowboy is flawed. He's flawed. Look at that. Look at Halo. Halo. Okay, so let me pull up the community awards. Most innovative experience. Wants more. Flawless Cowboy cover of night. Vote for it. Tell your friends. Don't tell your family. Tell your friends. Thank you. I know it's amazing. It's amazing. Desktop, bro. It's beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Tell your friends. Tell your other friends, and then, of course, make sure to vote Best New Creator. Correct. Very important. If you don't, nothing's gonna happen. Like I'm not gonna say like you explode or anything, but yeah, it'd be cool. It'd be cool. Yeah, that's kind of it. I'm just gonna leave it on screen. I hope you enjoyed the stream, assuming everyone's still here, including you. Yeah, I hope the stream was fun. I hope to keep doing this. I'm wanting to do more, like this week. I turned down the music just a little bit more. But it really depends, because like I'm doing a trailer work for my team. I don't know if my boss would be okay with me like just streaming the process of doing that, because it's a release map. I'm just doing a trailer for it, so I don't know. I'm sure he would be, but I'll probably get his permission first before I do that. But if so, then that'd be the next stream. Wouldn't be Flawless Cowboy because I'd be working on that. But then you can kind of see the development of how I do that sort of thing, and it's kind of the exact same process as how I do the cinematics for Flawless Cowboy. Thank you. You all have a good one, alright? Take care. See ya.